Hey, Captain Rush here with Odyssey Sport Fishing. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the 4 different ways I like to use Berkley Gulp here in the Keys. There's a lot of scenarios where I'm up in the Gulf, fishing on a wreck, and a big school of permit comes up. It's not every day I have a blue crab accessible. What I do, I just reach into my tackle center, pull out a bag of Berkley Gulp. It's actually called a little peeler crab. This crab is very similar to the crabs we use to catch permit up in the Gulf. Got my little 1/4 ounce jig ready to go. I'm hooking them right through the corner and I'm ready to go. You're just trying to simulate what you don't have, which would be a live blue crab. And this Berkley Gulp does a great job of it. The next way I use Gulp is offshore. A lot of times I'm dolphin fishing. After a couple fish, the bucktail starts to fall off the jig. I just take one of these smaller grubs, go right through the top, hook it on. All of a sudden this grub has added new life to this jig head. The next way I use Berkley Gulp, and this is one of my favorite ways to use it, is cobia fishing. Pull up on a spot. A great way to check for cobias is to drop this jig to the bottom. But I want to add a little more profile. I want to add a little more flavor to it. Same thing, just taking my jig head, running the Berkley Gulp up through it. A lot of scent on these. They got a lot of great action. And I'm just bouncing this jig softly off the bottom with this grub tail on there, hoping to entice a strike. Once the cobia eats it, be ready. There's going to be fish following that fish up to the surface. Now the 4th way I like to use Berkley Gulp is in the deep water. We're talking 200 foot of water, 300 foot of water. This is a 6 ounce jig I like to use. I'm fishing on wrecks, I'm fishing on bottom. Same concept, running it right up the hook. If I'm targeting grouper and snapper with this, I'm gonna keep it close to the bottom. We're gonna work the first 15 feet of the water column. If I'm targeting amberjack, I'm gonna work it up, maybe 50 feet off the bottom, let it fall back down. Tunas, we're gonna be working it through the whole water column. We're gonna be working it from the bottom all the way to the top. That's just a few of the ways I use Berkley Gulp here in the Keys. My name is Rush Maltz, Odyssey Sport Fishing Key West, and that's how I gulp.